My next guest walked away from a promising career. She was a rising TV anchor and decided to call it quits because she wanted to change the world. Beth Troutman is here with me this morning to share her journey, and what a journey it has been. Good morning.
So great to be here, Olga.
Oh, it's great to have you. For our viewers out there who maybe don't know this, you and I have been friends for long time.
A long time. We actually auditioned for this show together.
2009.
2009.
And you were with us for a year.
Almost 2 years. Yes.
And then you left. We missed you tremendously.
Thank you.
But when you left, I think, if I'm correct, you went to Right This Minute?
Right. It was a nationally syndicated show. Ended up being an internationally syndicated show. We were syndicated all through Asia and through the Caribbean.
And then suddenly you left to Charlotte.
Yes.
And you just gave it all up. Why so?
Well, I moved to Charlotte. I was anchoring the news for an NBC station there, but the reason that I chose to even move back to my home state, my mother was diagnosed with ovarian cancer. And, you know, when I was born, she clothed me, she fed me, she made sure that I had a comfortable life. And I felt that it was my responsibility and my honor to do the same for her as she left this life.
You always told me she was your best friend.
She was, and we had a beautiful relationship, and I was blessed that in the final 6 weeks of her life, I actually moved into my parents' home, and I was her 24-hour caretaker, and I was holding her hand when she took her final breath.
I know that was a pivotal moment for you. You changed the focus of your life. You walked away from TV news, right?
It was. I get teared up even now, you know, 2 years later. Several months after my mother passed away, I did decide to walk away from a television career, and I'd spent nearly 20 years in television and had what most people would consider a dream life. You know, I had a nationally syndicated show. I had done appearances on the Today Show. You know, I had achieved what people thought I should achieve.
That's right.
But those weeks with my mother and watching and understanding how finite life is really released, I think, the most important part of my soul. And I really started getting to know the real version of myself, not the TV version, but the real version. And the thing that I first did when I walked away from television is I went to Haiti. I went to a third world country, and I lived at an orphanage.
You went with an organization, right?
I did. The organization was called Give Hope Global, is called Give Hope Global. They're an incredible group.
What do they do?
They have basically taken an orphanage that was dilapidated, the children were malnourished, and they have rebuilt it, and the children now are thriving. But beyond that, they also fund a medical community there. They bring in doctors from the United States to perform surgeries and work in the Third World Hospital. But for them, it was important to make sure that they could empower the Haitians. So they have started funding something that they call community health workers. They've taught local people to help their community. They fund it so that people are making a salary and helping feed their families there in Haiti. They've employed a doctor there on the ground who works in the clinic at the orphanage. So it's not just about coming in and doing good and then going back to the United States. It's about creating a sustainable system there for the Haitians and increasing the odds for them. And that's what was so remarkable about being there and being part of it. And while I was there, I shot a documentary, a short documentary about the incredible work.
It must have just been so hard, yet so rewarding for you too.
You know, it was actually nothing but rewarding. I thought I was going down there to change their lives.
And they changed yours.
They changed mine. It was the exact opposite because, you know, by American standards, you know, by material standards, certainly it's the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. They don't have the material goods that we have, but they have something so much more important. They have joy and kindness and compassion and generosity. And I started seeing firsthand what I learned in those final weeks with my mother, what really matters in this life. And I took that to heart, and my goal now is to share that message with as many people as possible. And I do it hopefully through shooting more documentaries, but I'm also a motivational speaker now and travel the world talking about this message and hopefully helping people find that purpose, that thing that drives them, that thing that lives inside of their hearts, rather than, you know, people living the life that they think they should live because of some standard that's not theirs, you know?
And I know as you're doing it, you think of your mom along the way.
I do, and you know, the biggest thing that I think every day as I have created this now very purposeful life, you know, this life that I have created with very real reasons, I hope that she's proud. That's the thing that I think I hope she's proud.
And she is. Her name?
Nancy. Also my first name, actually. I'm named after her. I go by Beth, but yes.
And
Nancy.
you're making me cry.
I know,
too.
you're making me cry too.
Well,
What are you
on a
doing?
more joyful note, you're also coming back to the balancing act, and you're going to be doing more stuff with us.
Yes. And it's so wonderful to be back here. I love the new set that you guys
Isn't
have
it
put
great?
together. It's beautiful, and what a wonderful thing to come back into this loving family and into this energy and back to you. I mean, you know, dinners together and girlfriend time like we used to have. It feels. It's like coming home, you know. It feels right because, like I said, like we said in the beginning, we auditioned for this show together and started the show together.
Now we're just a little older, right?
Older and wiser.
There you go.
Older and wiser. It's like a fine wine. We just get better with age. We get better with age.
I've missed you. For our viewers out there who'd like more information on the organization that's helping everyone in Haiti and around the world, what is it?
You can go to givehopeglobal.org, and there at the website you can watch the short documentary that I shot, but you can also donate, and you can sponsor a child and help feed an orphan that lives in the orphanages that they sponsor. There are all kinds of ways that you can contribute, and you can even go on one of the trips to Haiti. They go 3 times a year, and you can travel there and see for yourself what kind of life-changing experience it is to live in a third world country.
Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming back. And I know she's a little bit too humble to say it, but I'm going to say it for her because she is extremely humble. She got an Emmy as well. Bravo, bravo.
Thank you. You're so sweet. Yes, you're right. I turn red when I get too much attention. So
I love you. We'll be right back.